us, they disregarding us. And if I go to DC, I'm trying to spar with Trump. I'm not a
so Trump and Musk and them got America going crazy, as if America wasn't going crazy already. But I didn't think it could get too much crazier. But
I mean, what do you think you are?
You're right. I shouldn't be surprised. So things have been happening. We talked about them pulling the BLM off of the ground.
The sounds of demolition work have been heard in Washington, D.C., as the area known as Black Lives Matter Plaza for almost 5 years was taken down.
So we talked about that amongst, like, there's been way more things going on than that, but, you know, nobody got time to talk about it all day.
Just do too much. Like, way too much. It's too overwhelming. Like, it's not to say that we should, like, desensitize ourselves and just, like, ignore it. But it's at the point where we're literally just going to be saying the same things over and over and over again. Like, I don't want to keep doing that.
Yeah, it's a waste of energy. And, you know, these days we got to put positive energy out there. Even in the face of oppression in Idaho.
Struggle is up, brother. Oppression is up, brother. Salami, eggs, and bacon.
In Idaho, a teacher is in a standoff with her own school district after officials ordered her to remove classroom signs, including one that reads, "Everyone is welcome here." And we'll, of course, have the picture up for everyone to see. It's some hands. Now, it's only 2 white hands, which I'm sure is the
2 of every
problem.
hand.
Right. Oh, there's 2 of every hand? There is 2 of every hand, but they do jump from brown to white. You know, caramel.
But again, like, what shades of white?
I know, but it's like, you know what I mean? You know how they draw them in, like, animated, you know, movies and stuff where they have, like, different tones. Like, they're not all vanilla. Some of them are kind of peach. Some of them kind of
I guess
tan.
that was just going to take too much effort and too much work on their part, I guess.
I am not on the side of the idiots. I'm just saying I see why it caught their attention.
Ish.
I see why it caught their attention.
Like, would it have been, like, would it have sufficed them if there was 4 hands, white hands? Like,
I don't think it would have sufficed them at all because there's too many brown hands.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if they would have leveled it out, would that have been better for them? Like,
probably not.
So again, like,
but it probably wouldn't have stuck out as much to him. Listen, this is a really stupid point on my part. I just noticed that there's only 2 white hands.
Listen, and that's what they thinking. Only 2? You only put 2, even though everybody only has 2. Only 2? We're not only 2. We're not. No.
That's what's going on, and the teacher ain't really standing for it.
I emailed my principal and said, I don't agree. I don't agree that this is a personal opinion. I feel like this is the basis of public education.
And what was the response to that?
They came to talk to me and again asked me to take it down. And I said, I'm not interested in taking it down.
There's obviously a coordinated attack on colored people, poor people, vulnerable people. We're all under attack right now.
Scared people.
People just trying to make it. Not even trying to be involved in all this. People just living their day-to-day getting, you know, pretty much attacked right now.
Harassed, taken out of their state of well-being.
So it's good that, you know, people are standing up to it. People aren't just going to go, you know what, whatever. Like, I guess we got to do this now and get used to this new way of life. Like, no. That is the absolute worst way to handle it, which is why I'm pissed off at that New York mayor for doing that shit. That is just a humongous waste to do all of that when you could be helping the people in your city that are fucked up or the people in your state or whatever. But with this, I like seeing that people are saying, you know what? No, I'm not going to stand for this. So if you got to suspend me, if you got to fire me, you do whatever you got to do. I'm not taking a poster down.
A poster that doesn't violate the so-called rules that y'all have in place, like,
at all. It says everyone is welcome here. Why is that something that needs to be taken down? Y'all need to self-reflect.
Stop it. Get some help.
Her name is Sarah Anama, a 6th grade history teacher at Lewis and Clark Middle School in Meridian, Idaho. Says she won't comply with the order, arguing that the message is a fundamental part of ensuring a positive learning environment for her students. Anama, who has taught at the school for 5 years, says her commitment to inclusivity isn't about politics, it's about her passion for education and students. I've been saying the same thing for the past few months. This is the time when the enemies have never looked clearer. All you have to do is listen to them talk. All you have to do is watch how they move, and you will find the ops. Because no one can look at what's going on right now and say that what's going on right now is right. You cannot look at that and say that it's right and be a good person. No, we're way past that point. So I stand by my original point. If you got friends and family that's on this side and say, yeah, I'm cool with what's going on right now, they're op. I don't know what to tell you. Now, if you wanted, and now if you just unable to cut ties with certain people, I guess that's understandable.
I don't necessarily disagree. I just think that a lot of it isn't just one thing. So, like, while I feel you that there are some people who are going to be like, yeah, this is what I chose to do and this is what I, believe is right. There are also going to be people that, either have had a change of heart or at least came to a better understanding of the situation. So I don't know if I can just say that, like, one or two things is going to make somebody an op. But I will say that there are things that I have to keep in mind and that I have to question. And, whatever the circumstances is of, like, that questioning is going to help me determine what I feel about the situation. So, like...
I don't disagree, right? I guess I was more speaking about those people that do know what's going on and do understand. Because apparently this big scheme / plan, whatever, it was a coordinated plan to misinform Americans. Not only keep knowledge from them, but to actually make them believe things that aren't true.
A lot of younger people don't know that right-wing talk radio and news have been working for over 40 years to develop in rural people exactly the kinds of ideas that you have in your head, that all politicians are crooks, that they're all the same, can't trust traditional media, that anything you hear that comes out of Washington, D.C. or New York or the New York Times or CBS News, that it's all a lie. And they did this on purpose, and they started with Ronald Reagan. We used to have what's called a fairness doctrine in this country, where if you were a radio station or a television station and you were using the public airwaves to present a message, we had a fairness doctrine where you were required by law to share the other side of the story. And President Ronald Reagan, who was president when I was in high school and a little bit younger than that, had the fairness doctrine eliminated. He had it taken out of the books.
Clearly, this was a huge, actually put together plot to deceive a group of Americans that they knew that they could.
Right.
So I understand a lot of people fell into the trap, and we're seeing those people, speak out at the town halls. And it's showing me, okay, I have to take a step back personally because I've been over this Trump shit. I didn't feel like I was giving people any kind of pass because I was just like, you should know by now. But what's happening right now is showing me that a lot of people had the wool over their eyes. And this was a huge coordinated plan. So it's like, I'm learning that I have to give a lot of Americans a lot more slack. But at that same time, you know what I mean? We can't pretend that the people on the right side of history haven't been screaming, yo, stop, for like a decade. For the better part of the past decade, the people on the right side of history have been telling these people, hey, you're being lied to. They're playing you too. They're not just playing us, because we know you don't care that they're playing us, but they're playing you.
I guess it's really hard to, like, say whether or not, like, something is good or bad sometimes because, like, everything is subjective, like, at this point. Situations happen, and the solutions to those situations is very situational. Really no such thing as, like, a cure-all. Like, one thing being the cure or the answer to every problem. It's gonna take some innovation and some creativity and some outside the box thinking. So
these things require a lot more thought and critical thinking than I'm willing to give it sometimes. And I think it's because I get irritated. Americans piss me off. I'm mad. But now I guess the time like to be pissed off has kind of passed. And now we have to buckle down and like actually focus and survive.
yeah,
This would be on the TV shows. Y'all be watching Last of Us and Walking Dead and stuff.
oh my
and
gosh, like that's crazy. Last of Us is crazy.
No, but not that we dare, but more like, nah, Last of Us is crazy. I didn't really mean like, oh my God, we in a zombie apocalypse.
No, but like that's what it feel like. We can't get our foreign affairs together. We can't even maintain the relationships that we do have with our allies. Like we just, oh my gosh, like I can't. We're doomed. We're cooked. Like we're cooked.
I wouldn't say we're there yet, right? I wouldn't say we're on the road to Mad Max yet because we still have a chance to stop it. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of revolutions in the past, and not all of them look as bloody as others. We have a chance to buck back with these midterms and with the next one if we're able to have it. That's what's so dire about this situation. That's why we can't vote for authoritarian. We still have time to turn it around, but it's going to take a lot to turn it around. And I'm not sure if all of the Americans on the right side that want to be on the right side of history are going to be ready to make those decisions. Y'all, it's only March. It ain't even that dark yet. It's bad, but it's not that dark yet.
It's giving reminiscent of 2020 though. That's what I'm just saying. Like that's what it's giving.
But at least in 2020, we had somebody coming into the office that actually kind of gives a shit about people and wanted us to like get out of the situation and actually is gonna be smart enough to listen to people that know better than him about stuff and not just be an arrogant. You know what? You have anything else on the teacher? I mean, shout out to her. And we need more like her. More like her? More like her.
I was saying, like, just stop, okay? I was just trying to ignore it. I feel like a lot of the problems that we have, like, is handling our emotions and regulating, like, stress and, you know, dealing with anxiety and stuff like that. Like, I feel like a lot of the important things that we need to be talking about, I feel like there should be a space for all of those things. I feel like there should be a space for people to just really come in, be whoever they want to be, do whatever they want to do, not have any problems with violating rules about being inclusive and diverse. Like, I don't think that that should be a problem stopping people from doing what they are passionate about. The fact that, like, we have to explain why that matters, like, why something as small as a sign being taken down or something as small as words on the ground or whatever might seem small to someone else, but could mean everything to someone else. And I feel like the lack of compassion from humans is also the biggest issue that we have. So the fact that something as small as words saying everyone is welcome.
That's another thing that really scares me is that look how quickly the school boards are gonna bend their knees to these people.
And it's like you said, like that fear aspect. They use fear, something that debilitates people, that, you know, distracts people, that like literally separates them from doing their jobs. Like being able to feel comfortable doing their jobs, like doing something that may not even be like seen as a job to someone else. Because again, like a lot of teachers don't go into teaching to get money. Like, they are there for a
the pay is
passion.
not very good.
They're there for, a fulfillment, a call to duty. Like, that's not something that they are, there for monetary gain. I mean, and it is crazy because, like, that's the same for doctors, I feel like. But, like, some doctors are able to be there for the monetary gain. And that's what makes it so, disgusting. The pharmaceutical industry. But, we're not able to, like, really talk about that and, like, be involved in that way in our own, like, safe space, because they want to say that everyone is welcome violates the rules. Okay. Like, what more? So I should just go off and die. Like, I'm sorry. I should just go off and unalive myself. I should just go and unalive myself, since I'm not welcome. Everyone isn't welcome.
That's what they would prefer.
Everyone isn't welcome. Okay, so, yeah.
But not all of us, though, because they still need some of us to steal art from and labor.
And save their bloodline. let me just stop.
Hey, shout out to the teacher, Sarah Anama, or Anama, or however you pronounce it. Shout out to her. Shout out to any other teachers that are bucking back against this, because it's not cool and it's whack and all of it's messed up. And we should all, be on the side of other human beings. And to be on that side means that you should probably say no when they want you to take a sign down that is in favor of inclusivity. Being equal, having equity, being inclusive, giving everyone the opportunity to actually succeed.
And be represented and be celebrated.
These aren't bad things.
Being respected.
These aren't bad things.
Treated fairly. Like,
bruh,
treated with dignity. Like,
it sucks to find out you've been being lied to, but you have been being lied to. These are not bad things. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, not the programs. I'm talking about the words. The words are not bad words. These are not bad things. So buck back against oppression and let's try to survive.
That's just leftist code word. You talking leftist vacuum media.
And what you talking? Y'all talking about climate change ain't real, and it's okay that people are poor. It's okay that people are dying because the healthcare that they pay for refuses to actually give them what they need. Who really talking crazy? The niggas that listen to Fox all day? The niggas that get in trouble for lying?
Elon Muskie, like...
Which is, that, I'm sorry, that's what bugged me out so much. It's like, when he came out on the campaign with the dude, and now people are like, oh, we didn't vote for much. You didn't? Y'all saw him on the campaign. He was on the campaign.
Y'all saw him give out $1 million to the people in Pennsylvania.
Bruh, you didn't? But anyway, look, we can leave it there. Don't drown in this stuff. Stay vigilant.
Just don't even do that, because that's just only gonna increase that fear that they're trying to place on us. And
yeah, it's overwhelming.
We don't have to accept that. Mm-hmm. You don't ever have to accept somebody else's judgments. Like, we're all human. Like, what am I to you, to somebody else? Like, we're all human.
Mm-hmm. Just help a brother out. Help a sister out. If you see people in your community that are in need and you are able to help them, then help them out, because a lot of them aren't going to be able to take time to enjoy themselves because they have to worry about trying to live. So with those of us who are fortunate enough to be able to set some time aside to actually enjoy this life, do that. Because sitting in this crap 24/7, it's not good for you. It's not good. So drink some water, get some exercise.
Eat some fiber.
Yeah.
Cut out that high fructose and that red 9 or that yellow 9.
Don't follow me.
Red 40.
Don't follow me.
Yeah, he eating a red 40. Don't be like him.
Don't eat these. They're good though.
Listen, okay. Me and Ginger Ale Okay.
Oh, you're gonna turn into a can of ginger ale.
He and ginger ale, baby. Okay.
Well, y'all more locked in than blood. We'll catch y'all next time.
All right.
Don't keep it a time.
Keep it 3,000.
We out.
Peace.